Hello and welcome to KJC eSports Updraft. My name is Gen and I'm here with Dash. We are your shoutcasters for the whole night of not one, not two, but 4 games of Valorant. I'm
Hey.
hyped up, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm excited to see on what the teams are gonna do today because there's a bit of a difference. We have like an off season for KJC, but now we're in updraft and it's gonna be a bit changing. There's a lot more at stake here for updraft. But before
Mhm.
we go for that, I mean the first team that we have is gonna be Luminosity Esports versus Fortes Bueno from Mysg. I mean Luminosity is from Thailand and they're going at Haven. So again, what do you think
Oof,
about
oof,
what
oof.
they're gonna do here?
Well, these two teams that we haven't seen yet to play here in KJC Esports, it could be anything, anyone's game at
Yeah.
this point. So Thailand versus MYSG, you never know what could happen between these two teams. We know Thailand is a very strong aimer, dueler, but then MYSG does not, you can't count them out just yet. We've gotten a
Yeah.
little upgrade from last year's KJC scrims, but of course you can still look for scrims over at our Discord, exclamation point Discord, to find
Yeah.
out more. Don't forget to check out our socials as well, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, our own very own website to stay updated with the Valorant scene in SEA and maybe even more.
Yeah, and don't forget this event is co-organized by Cyberport and also our official gaming chair, Vertigear. If you're going to sit down the whole day anyway, might as well get yourself a comfy high-density foam coffee ground fiber with smooth soft glide casters, comfort design, Vertigear. Not to mention with upgradable RGB kits, we're not the only ones who can get a glow up. Yeah, your chair can have it too, though. So yeah, let's go and head into this game. I'm kind of excited because ju- it's been a while though. I mean,
Yeah, it's
also we're
been a
going
long time.
yeah, and we're going to Haven already. Like, I'm not really sure about this because it's probably gonna be destructive at Haven.
Ah, yes, the magical ABC sites.
Yeah,
It's 2022 season 1 of our updraft. Every week, 100 USD. Winner takes all. Check out our socials to find out more. If you want to give it a shot yourself, it is free
yeah,
registration. So
yeah.
that's
Again,
that. And entering our game into
mm,
Haven, which will be our defenders will be Luminosity Esports and the attackers will be on Fortes Bueno. Looking forward to what kind of strats they will pull up here.
they have like a different strat nowadays for Haven. I mean, we all know Haven is a dual heavy map, and it's really hard to hover around if you're in the attack, or rather, if you're in the defender side, because after after one dies in one side, it's probably gonna be a push or another rush for anyone, and we're gonna be seeing a lot of those here, especially if they go for what do you call this again? Defaults, yeah. They go for
Mhm.
defaults, probably gonna be trading out each other.
So gotta be a lot of slows and the big operator plays. Looking forward to where they will post that up for our defenders or maybe an aggressive one coming out
Hmm.
from the attackers. Remember, our defenders will be stretched out thin on their defense, so it's up to them to what kind of strat they play, whether they will opt for the stretched out thin, just opting for information like good old Sova or Cypher plays. And remember, 2022 now, and KGC has yet to have seen the new agents in play. Chamber or
Yeah.
Neon, we have yet to see them play in the game for Haven.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to see Chamber and Neon, especially the way that they change the course of the game. Especially Chamber. Chamber is quite the better agent compared to Neon, just because of the the ult that he has. Could also
Mhm.
be compared to how the Jet has the ult, especially when you're on eco. It's super good, and it changes the course of everything, especially for even if you're on the attacker side or defender. And yeah, that's the reason why Chamber
Mhm.
is great.
Yeah, it brings out the old Killjoy for anyone who misses the good old alarm bot. Just leave it somewhere in the map, and then it'll alarm anytime. But now, of course, with the Killjoy updates, she has to be close to her tech
Yeah.
toys. But with Chamber, he has his own little trap that he can leave anywhere in the map. Of course, it's not as invisible as Killjoy, but it's still somewhere you can hide in a little corner, and it will
Yeah.
slow down the push.
Yeah, just put it down on blind spots, and that's enough for them to slow down the push. I mean, literally, it slows down the push. And also, Tour de Force is a really strong weapon, and even the Headhunter. It's basically like you have a budget guardian on you that it's way cheaper. And if it's in the hands of someone good, it's gonna go through the skies for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna go a lot of ways. The eco rounds could practically change if you have a chamber in play. These
Select
agents
your
that have their own
agent.
firepower to play with every single time. So looking forward to that and what these two teams will bring out. Of course, the agent pickings has passed,
Mm,
and
yeah.
we do have a chamber in play for our attackers, Fortes Bueno.
Yeah, I really like the chamber, especially if they are on the attacker side, even if the chamber is here. But in Haven, it's kind of different because you'll probably go for duels every time, even if you go for defaults on Haven. So that's why you have a lot of ways to use the teleport, or rather the rendezvous from chamber, which is really great though. But now with this, on the other hand, on the other side, Luminosity Esports don't have a chamber, which is kind of a different way of playing this.
Yes, especially since they've opted for the Sova Cypher setup, a very classic and old play, especially with the Breach and the Jet combo for Luminosity. So looking forward to see what kind of strats they pull up, especially since there will be an Astra in play for both of these teams. So the Gravity Wells will chime in with the rest of the team's abilities, especially for Fortes Bueno when they have a Killjoy in play. If you look at these two teams' composition, it's like the opposite side. It's like Fortes is the one playing in the defenders with these two Sentinels in play.
Yeah, it's kind of weird though. Like they went in for this just for them to have a better way to go for defaults if ever. And if they're going for rushes, it's also great just because they have ways to defend themselves from the flank. And now, look at how they go. Going for defense, they might go for defaults. If ever they would be able to go for the push, A site might be the target.
Yeah, Luminosity, they were looking to make that rush happen with a Breach Jet combo, but they were immediately stopped with that Astra Star Nebula being pulled out by Fortes Bueno. So with that, they are opting to push up into this A side, leaving the chamber on the lurk flank control. Looking to see if maybe they can find a different frag and opt to rotate to another side, because there are 3 members in Luminosity here on this A side.
Yeah, they called the rotations already for the side of Luminosity, which would be pretty bad. The Proto is already on site. He was able to get 1 kill, but not enough though. At least they're still defending onto the side. Saved by is falling down, and last one standing. Okay, Bueno 2K is already on site. Might be able to get some kills of his own, but Hubbear would be able to deny him.
Yep, and there we go. Left alone is Caro for Luminosity's side. He's been stopped by the chamber. Fire right, controlling over on this B-Link side. So now he has to be careful how he enters this side. Of course, he has the Astra. This is just our pistol round of our first best of 1 game. So this is all it takes. Hubert gets a nice one tap into Caro's skull there. So now that's the first point for Fortes Bueno.
Yeah, Fortes Bueno buying some time, and also Fire Rate with the play on B was kind of perfect because he was able to stop the push coming in from Hubbear, or rather from Cairo. That's why he wasn't able to push, and that was enough. This is why I like Chamber though. He has a rendezvous to rotate fast, and also he can go for flank watch, which what he did a while ago.
Yeah, just leave his little trap somewhere as well. That flank watch is perfect for Chamber. It's like an upgraded version of Cypher as well.
Yeah.
Look at these defenders for Luminosity. They have gambled onto the seaside where they will be met by Fortes Bueno.
Ooh. Good timing though on this triple setup onto seaside, and most of the members of Fortes Bueno are ready for this. But Firelight again getting a kill with the lurk, and they're going onto the side already. Proto, good positioning, might be able to get Cairo. He's still pushing, but he falls down, and this side is open for the taking. But at least most of the members of Luminosity are already here.
Yeah, they've completed their push for Fortes Bueno. They've got the Spectres in hand. This is just the full eco from Luminosity, looking to see what kind of damage they can make, but the damage is so far not there. Just little HP left for Firelight. This little one more tap into him, but he is the man hiding all the way back. So he's got the rendezvous as well prepared, so there's a lot of distraction there. Let's see what Luminosity kind of damage they can do here.
I need a stop
Trying their best to do some damage, but at least they were able to take it. Proto is down, but the last one standing saved by... Can't be saved by anything because everybody's just here waiting for him. Might be able to get or grab a gun if he can, but the turret is kind of scary though. 7 HP. Might fall down, and Hubbear seals the deal.
Yep. If that Astral Nebula smoke was not there, that turret would have gone ham on this guy. But saved by... We'll be able to buy up here. This will be the rifle round now for Luminosity. Let's see what they can do. They need to bring it back here for their bonus round. Let's see what Fortes can play here. Remember, they've got a chamber. Fortes Firelight actually brings his Spectre to his fallen teammate from the last round. So he says he's going to be playing with this Ghost and the Headhunter.
Yeah, with the Headhunter, they would be able... I mean, he always gets headshots since a while ago, so this might be kind of scary even for the side of Luminosity. Even if they lose here, it's okay for the side of Fortes Bueno, but look at the push coming from Estia. But the Gravity Well, good timing, was able to deny the aggressiveness. They might be able to stay safe by calling the rotations already, and most of the members are not going to push, or maybe they're going to be baiting this out. Never mind, they're still going to push an A.
Now look at this, the aggression, the confidence coming out from Fortes Bueno here against the rifles. of Luminosity. Of course, Luminosity are backing up. They have to play these long-range engagements, and so far, Fortes Bueno, they're trying to look for these frags. But again, this is the default from Luminosity, and they've got very good control over this A side. Look at that beautiful shock dart coming out from Fuzaki and Sova, almost taking save by. Good thing save by knows he's a Sova himself. He heard it come in, and now he will be able to hold down this side.
Yeah, it's a good thing that he's also a solo player. That's why he knew that it could come out anytime. So now, with the way that it slowed down, Fire Right has been seen. Oh, I said a while ago, he gets those headshots every time. And he was able to. Now, he opens up B side, he gets the distraction. A side could be pushed now by his teammates.
Ooh, and the push does come in, but Luminosity saved by Nestia. Remember, they've got the rifles. They are ready and prepared on this A side. You cannot enter this side. They tried to opt for just the bait on the B side, but instead it was still to the A push where Luminosity was still sitting nice and comfy. Now they've got spike control, but it's going to be all up to Hubert and Fire Right to try and bring this back.
Last player standing.
Nice
10
play from
seconds
Save By, who was able to deny it. And again, it was all done by Luminosity because with his flashpoints, it was perfect. He was able to deny a lot of the vision from there, and they were not expecting the breach rotating to A side early, and that's why they were able to get the win there.
And there you have it. Another round for Fortes. The first round for Luminosity. So 1-2 now is the score. Still in favor of Fortes. That was just their bonus round. They will still be able to buy up coming up this next one. But Fire Right actually opting for a judge for that chamber. This man has been on the lurking control. I'm curious to see where he puts this judge in place.
Yeah. And again, with the judge finally going on Fire Right. This is interesting though, going for the judge. I mean, especially if he's on Garage, it could go good on his way, but I'm kind of not feeling this onto the attacker side, but maybe he has something in mind. Might be just clearing all those utilities that he can with the judge, which is good though. But now, on the members of Luminosity, going for mid, not giving any info so much for the members of Luminosity here.
Yeah, they're playing. Fortes is playing very slow, and because of that slow play, they have boxed themselves, and Luminosity just played for map control. A beautiful read coming out from them, and now they have control whether they will push up the C or A, so they know it's going to be in the middle, so they've put all three members of Luminosity in, and the Garage is in control. Oh, Fire Right's just passed right through, shows the back to winner 2K Jesus, but the shot does not connect just yet. They know Garage is under control of Fortes Bueno. Let's see what they can do here. The judge is trying to chase him down. He finally falls to Karo's Vandal.
Pretty fast from Proto, getting that kill in the mid. And B might be scary though. They still have the flash on the Vicky's, but the headshot. Oh no, Proto almost dies, but saved by
30 seconds left.
Wasn't able to save by himself. And that flashpoint from Vicky's is the last one. But that is going to be quite scary here though. Trying to get the kill onto Florist. But Estia still on flank push. Still taking a lot of time though, but oh, winner 2K gets the kill, and that might be it right here for Fortes. All lost here.
Yeah, that's the big peak
left.
coming out from winner 2K for Luminosity's side. Immediately chiming in as well from Vicky's. He's watching his back. Fuzaken is the man who wins it, but winner 2K is there still alive in the Garage side. 10 HP left for him, and there we go. Florist does fall. He is the man with the spike. It's going to be the round for Luminosity.
Yeah, that was unfortunate though. I think Florist disconnected. That's why. And he was the one holding the spike. That's why they can't push on any part of the site, which is kind of unfortunate for their side though. But again, Luminosity was able to deny them their gun round. And now with that, Cortez be going for an eco here. They don't have a lot of guns on their side. So it could be quite hard. They still don't have the tour de force even onto Fire Right. He wasn't able to get a lot of kills. So it could be quite hard for Fortes during this next round.
Yeah, Fire Right does have all 8 bullets on this Headhunter. Remember, these are very expensive bullets. 100 per bullet. It's almost like you bought a Sheriff, but instead it's just the Headhunter, which has a very fast pull-out time. So that is something we can look forward to for Fire Right. Well, on the other side, for Fortes Bueno, we got Proto with just a shorty in play, but he has the Blade Hunter prepared as well. So they have some sort of play that they can come up here with their upcoming eco. 2-2 is the score. Luminosity looking good, but still, the bank is not there just yet. They still need to build it up.
Yeah, they need to at least work it around a bit for the side of Fortes. Right now that Flores isn't here yet, so it's really kind of unfortunate for their side. But if ever LS would be able to go inside, might be having the advantage here, even if they're on the defender side. Because a while ago, we've seen Vickers getting those flashpoints perfectly in. And I was kind of afraid that he was getting all those perfectly. And right now, Estia onto the A site a while ago was actually took a long time. But if Fortes found a way to get onto BNC, that could have been it. That could have been a round for Fortes.
Yeah, it was all about the timing there in that last round.
Yeah.
Luminosity, they just played their cards right, and Fortes Bueno was unable to respond as fast enough. But remember, it was a little bit of a technical difficulty coming up just yet. So sit back, sit tight. We will be back in our game very soon. While you guys are waiting, might as well check out our socials, KJC Esports on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram to know more about
Yeah.
our new Updraft series.
Yeah, and again, with how these things are gonna go though. I mean, especially with the lineups, I really like the lineups right now, especially on Haven. There's a bit of a difference other than the fact that Jet and Astra are always gonna get picked. The big difference here is that most of the time people always go for flashes or info. That is usually the case. And that is exactly what they have here for the side of Luminosity Gaming. But for Fortes, it's quite different that they had the chamber and also the killjoy on their side, which usually are not together in the same team, or rather they all have the killjoy and an initiator on their sides. Good thing I'm kind of liking Luminosity's composition here more.
Yeah, Luminosity does have a more balanced sort of play coming out, but it is Fortes Bueno looking like they're trying to bring out the firepower in their attacking side, but they're going to be very much more stronger in the defender side because remember, this is Map Haven, and having two Sentinels will make it a lot easier to hold down their sides. So they're looking forward to that on their defender side. Still starting on the attacker side, let's see how many rounds they can pick up before they try and close it out on the defenders, or will Luminosity pull out their own attacker's side since they still have that breeze jet combo?
Yeah, I'm kind of interested though in how they go for the classic beach jet combo that so far has been actually it's really basic and easy to do, and later on at the attacker side it would be easier to pull off. So expecting that they would be able to do that with here. Oh, pushing a bit though. Because now they're pushing right there. They're trying to get some info for themselves, but Estia who lost that, and that was an aggressive one, but they weren't able to get anything.
Yeah, speaking of aggression, Fortes is close up onto this B side. They have a few Nebula Stars to close up this B side anytime they want. And they're trying to see if they can find the frag first. Here comes the flash as well. Vicky's gets a nice flash in and gets his spin out as well to 3. Flores finally shuts him down, but that is game. Luminosity just won the round with that single flash from Vicky's and a beautiful spray down for him. He took out every single member that had the firepower to play with. It's all down to Huber and Flores left. Huber does have a Phantom with that upgrade, so let's see if he can do something about this.
Yeah, even if they had the Blade Storm a while ago from Proto, it was not enough for them to get anything. So right now, it would just be easy for Luminosity, or maybe Huber and Flores have something in mind. They don't have any info with A, so if ever they push here, now they have info. They have the smoke, they heard it, so it's going to be quite hard. Or maybe Saveby is thinking that this might be a bait, still have an ultimate to work with if ever they try to push onto A side. It's a good thing. Kinda too late, rotations have been called.
Yep, here we go. Saveby already used the recon ball very early on, but he's got the Silver Drone to give his team some information. Spike has been planted, so with this, he will be able to grab up the information for his team while the rest of them try to push up into this A side. Here comes the Al Drone coming out. They're going to try and spot these two members. They spot one in the short side, and they hear the stars come out from the Nebula. They have to find where the Astra is because that's where the Phantom is being played at. They know where these two members are. It's going to be an easy cleanup for Luminosity.
We're able to get the kill. That was nice for Luminosity. It was an eco round anyway for the side of Fortes, which is kind of okay for this side. But if they keep up this momentum, Luminosity might be able to get the win, at least at this first half. They have some ultimates to work with for Fortes, so they just need to weave in and out, maybe later, some of these ultimates before they go into the side.
Yeah, remember, these are big ultimates. Flores with that lockdown prepared as well. But he has to be careful because Saveby from Luminosity's side, he's got the Hunter's Fury. He can easily counter that, especially since you've got Breach as well. Vicky's an easier version to try and take out the lockdown with that Aftershock. So something that they need to take note of before they pull it down to try and push up a side.
Yeah, they need to think about the Cosmic Divide that they have. Whenever they try to push here, it could be quite hard because honestly, a defender Cosmic Divide is better than attacker one. It's way easier to work with it rather than attacker one. So it could be way advantageous for the side if ever Karo would be able to get this later. But now might be the best time to use Hubber's ultimate because later on it would not be that good. So if they go into the A side, slowly pushing in, Saveby doesn't have any info, might be able to get one with the Aldron.
Yeah, that's information. They spot Fire Right. He's been scanned down. The positioning from Luminosity. SCI is pushed up already in the middle side, so they know it's going to be the A push. It's going to be the force up. Vicky's he's trying to look and try to spot this lockdown, but because of that Cosmic Divide, he will be unable to spot it down. But anyway, still, he's got the Rolling Thunder to play with to try and make this push happen. They're just waiting for the lockdown to finish up. They still got the time, but they have to run it down because this spike is ticking. Cosmic Divide has finally fallen. Here comes the lockdown as well. Hunter's Fury being used. Big ultimates being used to try and retake this side, but none of them has yet to enter because of these nebulous smokes slowing them down.
Yeah, even the Hunter's Fury wasn't able to get it. Oh, that's 2 kills already, and that's great. Vicky's was able to get 1, but it's not enough, and that's gonna be it. Fortez was able to get all of the ultimates down from Luminosity, and they were able to get the win still. That was a good round for them.
Yeah, Luminosity unable to capitalize on that Rolling Thunder. They got slowed down by Huber's Nebulous over onto this A side as... So that's it for that. That's going to be a big, expensive round for Luminosity. They still will be opting for another force buy. They have some sort of a lead from the 3 win streak they've got. But although Vicky's is opting for just a Spectre to play with, they will try and opt for another one of their plans. So far, the strategies have been very, very nice to see because they've been taking a lot of map control. They just have to try and hold down these sides and retakes.
It took a long time for them to ramp up, but because it was their gun round a while ago, it was perfectly timed. But now with the Tour de Force on the Fire Right, they could lose 1 round and he would still have some guns to work with. So that would be nice for them. So they could actually lose this round if they want to. But I'm not taking Luminosity. This might be the last chance for the round before they're forced on the Eagle. So Fortez trying their best to get the win here, but most of them are damaged already. It's quite hard to go inside.
It's a nice mark by the Aldo, immediately dashing in for Proto, trying to look for STI. STI is the man who pushes in the Cloudburst and takes him out. With that, with a Shock Dart as well, closing out the Spike Plant, and with that, they have to back away for Fortez. Luminosity just complete control over onto this B side.
1 enemy remaining.
That's why it's super hard to
Spike down. C.
Right now, we can see how they got punished because most of the members of Luminosity were in links. That's why they were able to get it. I mean, it's really hard for them to get the win there, but Fortez was able to get everything that they can there, and it was unfortunate for them, but Luminosity getting that win was important because if they lost that, they could be forced on Anika.
Definitely a big MVP of the round there has to be Estia pushing up the Cloudburst and taking out Proto. Proto was the man who had to hold down the C-Link. With that gone, they were able to push up this B-side pretty easily. So now with that, the default works out for them and they're playing the default once more for Luminosity. But let's see what Fortez can do about this. They played with this Force Spy and Fire Right is playing the Tour de France.
Yeah, and again, this could be really hard for them. The Tour de Force and already pushing onto the side though. Fortez playing this very aggressively. And they might be able to get more. With Fire Right having the ultimate, it might be hard for them to get the win here. But Proto, oh, what was that push? They were able to get the kill already, and Cairo was able to get more for himself, but it's not good enough. Side is still open. 2 versus 3. Easy fight to be in, but Hubbear was able to get 1. But Fire Right onto the backside. That's just the last one standing. Oh, the time was right, but was able to get the takedown. And that's a win for Fortez.
The Force Buy works out for Fortez, although it was a very expensive one because now they have to be iffy on their next buy, but still, a round is a round. Take it back, 4-4 now is on our scoreboard. That was very too close for comfort for Fortez, but they were able to close out thanks to Fire Right's push into the garage side, but still, nice try for Luminosity. Adjusting to the control that happened there because Fortez had a beautiful recon bolt on that C side. They spotted every member hiding behind the boxes in logs and as well elevator.
Yeah, and if they go here though,
Revealing
might go for an A-side push. They were able to get that, and as we said a while ago, they might get punished if they won't win this round. So right now, Luminosity, they have the operator on Estia. That was a kill. Now big advantage. They will be forced to back away here. With Fire Right going for a good flank or maybe alert, it's gonna be easy for them to get the win here. They're all on A-side. Look at C. Look at most of the members of Luminosity. They got the vision, so now they're gonna back away.
Yeah, they've got map control. Oh, spotted Fire Right as well on that lurk, so now he will fall to Caro. So now, Fortez, they don't know what to do. That lurk from Fire Right was the information for Fortez to maybe creep up onto the C side, but instead, with Fire Right falling down, Luminosity once again in full control, full driver's seat here onto this round.
Yeah. Gonna go for a push onto A side. That might be really... They set their sights on this, so they want to go for it. Or maybe they want to go for a save. That's why they're trying to slow it down. But they only have Spectres anyway onto Fazakin, so you can sacrifice them, at least get some kill. Or Luminosity and try to disrupt their economy a bit.
30 seconds left.
That'd be good. Don't have vision on A. They might push onto B. Vickers is the target. They have the... Oh, wow. That operator from SJ. Perfectly timed. They have the tripwire, but they don't know that Vickers is here. The timing is right, though. He was able to get the kill, but Flores was able to get one. They might be able to plant this in because they have this smoke. Nice push, but headshot from Save By. He's able to save his teammates from getting another kill.
And there we go. Fortes, NT, nice try for them, but Luminosity was the man in full control over that round. You have to give props to the whole team. Estia as well, pulling out that operator. Fortes was not expecting the operator pickup, and that was the operator show. That's the kind of move that you'd want to have if you want to pull out an operator this late into the round. So now Fortes has to opt for this eco round. They have some sort of a buy. They have a sheriff to play with for Huber. I mean, it's just them, and they have to opt for these ultimate orbs soon, or maybe just the kills, because they're very close to their ults.
Yeah. Whew. They're going for a C side, or at least a default for the side of Fortes. They don't have anything to work with. So now they're just gonna be taken down. What was that? Oh, from the smoke and the headshot onto Proto. Really unfortunate for Fortes, but right now Luminosity is on fire. They're taking all the shots. They could lose this round if they want to, but it's an eco for Fortes. This is probably theirs to take. So Luminosity is just playing it safe, playing it back away just for them to not lose the short-range guns from Fortes.
Yeah, it's Fire Rights looking to see what he can find with his headhunter. This Aldone's about to spot him, and he tries to look over the corner, but where Vicky's is holding the flashpoints there as well to get some cover. But that's it for their firepower. Proto is the man looking for an ultimate orb, but that shot from Winner 2K on the fadeaway through the Nebula just completely obliterated the strap on Fortes. So now it's just whatever they can find here.
Okay, let's see how Haber is going to do this. Will he go for a push? Oh, he's going for Garage for them to get in, or at least to deny info on Garage. And now they weren't able to get the kill because Zakin only has the shorty. Being pushed down by Care. Not going to get the headshot. What a flawless round from Luminosity.
Yep, another flawless for Luminosity. 64 now is the score. They are in the lead, and now it's time for Fortes to try and bring back the lead in this next round. This is the make it or break it, because if they lose this, they're going to be opting for a very awkward buy with just Spectres to play with. And Luminosity will be very comfortable with their bank here. 7K on save buy. He's the man saving all the money.
Yeah, and again, save buy with... Oh, this amount is just too big. Luminosity, even if they push onto the last 2 rounds, they will be rich enough for them to get all the guns that they need. So now they're sitting on a good play. And if ever Fortes loses this, they might not have guns. Oh, what was that timing from Estia? What? That was a great off play. Now without that, they don't have Proto. They don't have anyone to go in. They're really going to be slowed down. So that is really, really crucial for Fortes. And now with that, Luminosity gets the advantage.
That's not the kind of advantage you want to see if you're Fortes. Fortes backing away. Breach afterburst. Gets fire right down to 81 HP. That was a beautiful play coming out for Luminosity. Estia is the man with the balls of steel there, just holding out. The concuss was there. The recon bolt was there, but it did not phase the man. He's a jet. He has the tailwind. All he has to do is pop the shot and easily get away. That is the power of the jet. Let's see what Fortes can do. They've let the C side for Luminosity side, and this is where Fortes is pushing.
Honestly, this is very smart for Fortes. This is the easier side to take over rather than A side, especially that they knew that Breach was here on the A side a while ago. So perfect timing for them. They might be able to get the plant here, but the gravity well is there. So it'll be quite hard. Okay, there's the ultimate with a good run. They will push it away. And now with the Cosmic Divide, it would be harder for them to get into the side. They're placed right now with the Killjoy ult. They can't get into the side. This is very crucial for Fortes. If they lose this round, they're gonna be losing a next one. So Luminosity, nice push from there. Okay, just getting 2 kills for himself, and now they're taking the plant down. Nobody is disrupting the defuse, and that's a kill. That's a win for the members of Luminosity.
It was a very nice try for Fortes. They were able to avoid the Rolling Thunder. They know Vicky's don't have an afterburst to try and aftershock to try and shut down the lockdown, but it was still not enough. Luminosity still able to clutch the round. Two members left still alive. 7-4 now is the scoreboard, and here it is. Fortes, they have to opt for a force spy. There's a Guardian in play, Spectres in play, not all the abilities that they want to have as well. Look at this. Vicky's opting for a second operator to watch this middle side where most of Fortes might be peeking.
Okay, they're going for this though. Look at the FA buys that they have. They even have the Guardian onto Fazakin. So this is in the bag for Luminosity. And also they have ultimates to work with. They have 3. And even though that it's not crucial ultimates on their side, it's still okay for them to work with this, especially that they have the Cosmic Divide. After the plant, it's easy for them to get the disruption against a member of Fortes. This is going to be hard for Fortes. They need to get a lot of space inside so that the Cosmic Divide can't disrupt their plan.
Operator shot gets another one. First one goes through the wall, and the second one goes through again through the wall. That will confirm the kill. Far right as well, opening up the garage side. This is what Fortes needs to do. They need to pick up the pace. Garo has an operator of his own. Far right again with the shutdown. Seaside has been sort of cleared, but the spike is not there. Huber is still holding back in the garage side, waiting for a clear up. It's still a 3v3, still anyone's round. Luminosity trying to find their ground here. They played for the default, they played for the slow, but Fortes was able to change up their pace, and with that, they clear up this ace. Seaside, Huber has to get through. He has the spike.
Oh no, Vicky's, the timing is not
30
right. He
seconds
was able
left.
to get the kill also though. Unfortunate for Vicky's. Now they got the side for themselves. They have the Cosmic Divide. Oh, never mind. The Cosmic Divide was used a while ago though. So they are not going to be able to get anything out of this. Carter fell down. This is good for Fortes. They have the 31st also. Oh, Esther got the kill, but the trade was there to happen and Firelight takes that down. This is going to be hard. Remember, if they had the Tour de Force, it's hard to push the side. Save by. Now he gave the info on where he is. They just need to wait on where he is. But the headshot from Save by was able to save himself from that Fazakin. With that, he has Hunter's Fury. Baiting. He had the time though. Save by just need to be very, very patient. Oh no, he dodged it. This is really unfortunate. He might get killed here. He's waiting. The bait from Fazakin. Would he get phased? That's going to be the question. They have the half. And they're really pushing for it. But Fazakin. Sobadev can be said here from Fortes.
What a close game coming out for just the
sides.
first half, last round. Man, what just happened there? It went back and forth for both of these teams. Such a fight. We've got a game for our night here, Dash. Luminosity versus Fortes Bueno. But now, with this halftime, with a beautiful score, balanced score of 7-5. Remember, we talked about this. All Fortes had to do was get enough rounds on their attacking side because their defense is going to be way stronger. So let's see if Luminosity can give some sort of answer back.
Yeah. Waiting for them to get us, but it's kind of close still, so it's really easy to chase, especially with how Fortes played that last round. Luminosity, they need to work on the push that they're going to be doing right now because it's easier for them to push. They have the Zova, they have the Breach. Easier for them to get the flashes and easier for them to get the frags. So it could be really workable for this side, but Fortes going for a push here. I mean, they're going for the defense and Luminosity going for a mid push. Really unorthodox. If they would be able to get this, that would be great for their side.
Yeah, this is the pistol round, so it looks like Luminosity are playing the slow game. They're leaving a spike somewhere, trying to see what kind of frag they can find, but so far, still no presence coming out from Luminosity in the middle side. They're leaving it very backed up here, letting their traps do the work for them. While for Luminosity, Fortes instead, rather, Fazakin was able to take up the ultimate orb bomb with his ace side, so that's something to work for them to try and build up that Hunter's Fury moving up into these rounds.
Yeah, if ever they get that, really waiting though. Look at the defaults. They want to go to 30 seconds, sorry, before they go onto the side. Now they had the bait on mid. They gave them some info, rather some false info for themselves. Now everybody's already on link. Right there. Look at everybody in A-Link. They were able to heal this Eldron, so they're going to be calling the rotations already. And now with the push,
30 seconds
have the
left.
info, they have the smokes on A side. They heard them, and this might be the push for the members of Luminosity.
Yeah, they're moving up. Looks like there's gonna be 20 seconds left. They have to commit to this, but look at this. They're doubling back. They baited the rest of FTZ Fortes Bueno on this A side, but it's not the push. They're setting up the stars. They are not there. They're gonna be pushing this B side
10
instead.
seconds
And look at
left.
this. Caro from the lurk. He picks up Fazakin. There is a trap there to hold out, but the plant will happen. It's gonna be on the retake for Fortes.
They're on the side already. Look at where Winner2k is positioned. This is not really ideal. He doesn't know where to look at, but Caro was able to get a kill. He was the one who opened up the side, but now with the close four, that's gonna be good. The last one member, he might be able to get as he has the ghost to work with. And Winner2k, okay, he's going for the defuse. Why right? Might be able to get something here. He's chasing on Carry, got the headshot. He might be able to get more. Classic onto Winner2k. He has a right click advantage. So if ever he just needs to work on it with the headshot. That was not enough. He has the armor, so Winner2k bags a win for his team.
And that, my friends, is the advantage you get when you leave, when you just use the classic. You get that 25 light shields, enough to secure yourself one more bullet after that ghost headshots you right through that skull. What a crazy round from Fortes Bueno there. 20 seconds. Down to the wire. They baited Fortes Bueno into this A side. Luminosity was able to get that round, and they've got the advantage once more.
Yeah, it was unfortunate for Fortes that they weren't able to actually get the win there, because it's really what they need in order for them to chase these rounds from Luminosity. But with the way that this is going, it's really going to be unfortunate. Trying to get more info, trying to bait again. Luminosity is really going for this baits every time and trying to push later on. And Fortes has been baited during round 1. Will they get baited again?
Ooh, Fire Right spots the shoulder of that Sova, immediately gets tagged down. They try to wall bang down this gate. Now they know Spectres are in play, so they have to be a little bit careful here. Remember, Fire Right's the man with this Headhunter, so he's the man to watch, but it's going to be the C push coming up from Luminosity. Who bears the man who has to hold out here?
Yeah, pushing on to C. They have the Aljon. They're already using most of their utilities onto them. The Aftershock was enough for them to get pushed back, so that is going to be good for Luminosity. They got the info, or rather, they got the space that they need, but Caro waiting for the push from Puzak. Doesn't know that someone's here. That's going to be the kill. Really great for their side. I mean, this is an equal round for Fortes, so it's really expected that they're going to be losing this. But if this is going to be a flawless, that is really disruptive from their side. But Proto gets a kill with a shorty. They might get more onto the side, but Estio was there to defend. And yeah, they're really just pushing this. We're deciding for Fortes. At least they were able to get one. They got two. That was enough for Fortes.
Got one more, but he got flashed out. Vicky's finally shuts him down with the utility. So 9-5 is still the score for Luminosity. Almost a good eco. It's still kind of well so far for good old Fortes, but let's see what they can do here. Once again, Fire Right opts for the judge play, but this time he's on the defender's side, so there's going to be a lot more options for him here for this defense.
Yeah, it's way easier to use this in defense, but remember, they had the breach to disrupt him if ever they need to. And this is really the benefit of having the chamber in your team. You can really just leave C-side, wait for them to get the push. Even though they have the jet, if ever they go for a dash, it's still not enough. But they have the Cosmic Divide now. So if ever they go for a push, that's way easier for their side. They just need to wait it out. And Fire Right is primed in position for anyone who goes to push onto Garage.
Yeah, looks like LS Luminosity looking to see what they can find here. They hear an alarm bot. They hear that alarm bot plant on this B side, so they know the Killjoy is there and the shock touch coming out from this A side. So that's information for good old Luminosity. See what they can find. Fire Right tried to bait it out to make them push to the garage side, but he falls to Caro's Sheriff. Maybe Sheriff is better than Headhunter, who knows? Here comes the push for this B side. Cosmic Divide's been used, like you said, and it will be the free plant for Luminosity.
Yeah. Really unfortunate. They can't hear it because it's Cosmic Divide. It'll take a long time. And remember, on B side, if you're going to be trying to defuse that spike, you need to clear mid for sure. So that's why it's going to be quite hard for them to get this. So Luminosity really in position for it. They know that Huber is waiting on site already. So they got the smoke. Would they go for a push though? They have a lot of info. They're waiting for the sound cue before they try to go for it. And this is going to be the cue from Huber. They're waiting for the push. Esha's getting a kills of his own. And now that is just unfortunate. The last two members are just going to fall down. And that was the power of Esha and his Spectre run and gun.
And Luminosity, they've got the strats. They know what to do on their attacker's side. And what a round we just spotted there. Cosmic Divide being used. The plant on B. The post plant was perfect for Luminosity's Spectre play. That forces Fortes Bueno back to another eco round. They need some sort of strat to pull out of this grind coming out that Luminosity is taking control of. Let's see what Fortes can do here.
Yeah, I'm really waiting for what Fortes could at least do during this part, because they lost another round. They have the Lightstorm to work with. They don't have anything else it's really quite hard to win. But now, with how they're going for the risk here. If FireEye would be seen here, especially with the tripwire that they have, getting the headshot, that was really crucial. Now, most of the members know that they're here. That's the destruction that they need. So, at least they weren't able to get the gun, which is good for the side of Luminosity.
Luminosity immediately responded. Do not give this man a rifle. They secured the Vandal back, and looks like they might even just push up the seaside. Might as well. But let's see. They may still opt for the run away. They do hide away the weapon as far as they can, so they leave just a Spectre there. If ever they still want that upgrade, you can have that little Spectre. We'll have our rifles to play with here.
Yeah. The rifles really going for a push onto A. No person is waiting for them there. Even utilities, though. There's 0 utilities on A side. So, without the vision, without anything on their hands, it could be quite hard for Fortes to take this down. Remember, they have the guns. So, Luminosity has big advantage here, even though they lost one member already. But now, with the sound cues, Winner 2K is just baiting them out. Is this another bait that they did a while ago? But there you go. There's the call from their side. They're pushing on their side already. They don't have any smokes because Skyr is down. Oh, this is going to be hard. Shocker is coming in. Not getting anything, but he got the side already.
Beautiful read coming out from Luminosity. They were expecting the
Spike
Shockers to
planted.
come, so they were waiting for it to pop in before they made the spike plant. These guys know what they're doing. They are down a man, but they're still playing it. FireEye makes that down a man even more, but they're still playing it off. Proto still with that daggers. This eco might still work out for them. Saber trying to do what he can. Winner 2K comes out of the nebula, but still, for this Bueno, the eco works out.
Oh, Fortes winning that eco. It's because they were able to get the kill on Caro during the first parts of the round. That's why they weren't able to stall for the longest time that they can. That was really good. Rather, a really good risk from FireEye getting the headshot a while ago. And that's why, at this point, they got punished. They didn't have anything to work with to deny vision from the members of Fortes.
Yeah, once again, that's what we've been talking about. Headhunter could be anyone's game in these eco rounds. You never know. These headshots, the heads are being hunted by the Headhunter. The chamber still, he will be able to play up again with just a pistol to play. He's not even buying a rifle because he's got his ultimate ready. All those kills pushed up his ultimate, and now he's got the tour de force. He will be holding on the seaside where Luminosity will be peeking into. Let's see if he can find the frags as he sets up his rendezvous.
Yeah, it's a good thing that Luminosity still has... Oh no, they have the tour de force, so... If ever they try to push in, they know that he has the ult, so they're trying to think, would we go here or would we not go? The aftershock is there, but the smoke would at least help him out a bit. This is going to be forcing the push away from the side of Luminosity, but Fortes still waiting. Might get baited though. Also, already going to Garage, which is great for the side of Luminosity.
Yeah, it's going to be where Proto is the man holding up here. Let's see if Winner 2K tries to push up. Remember, there's still a chamber trap holding out there. So
yeah.
you could still get slowed down, get the information. Oh, getting gravity well as well. Winner 2K has to pop away.
no.
So that's a huge slowdown coming out from Fortes Bueno. But remember, this is Luminosity. They love playing this time game. So it could still be anyone's game, despite being on the disadvantage as the attackers, as that time is ticking down.
Yeah, and also remember, because they don't have any more smokes to work with, especially the stars from the Astra, it's really going to be hard for them to get this, though. Oh, that's a good kill from Mysg. Now pushing for more. They got the ultimate going onto A side, and they might be able to get the kill. Flores, what was that kill from Mestia? Now they have A side open, and they can't even go to the side. They need to go together. It's quite hard for Fortes to be able to win this.
Yeah, this might be just a save round for Fortes.
planted.
5 men are alive with Luminosity. They just bulldoze their way through the B side. FireEye still does get one with that tour de force, so you never know. It's still doable. That shot is the confidence that they needed to try and maybe push up this side. Let's see what they can do here.
Yeah, they don't have smokes to work with, so they need to clear all the angles that they can. Remember, everyone's here, but FireEye gets a shot. That was really unfortunate for them, but Proto survive under the smokes, but not gonna be able to get the win. That was a crucial round for Luminosity. That opened up the side, and Astra, what a great play.
Yeah, it's a beautiful shot. Bulldozing through this B side and just entering this A side. Flores just didn't see what was coming. Just, wait a minute, guys. It's not the B side. They're pushing me all the way into A. They needed help. What a play coming out from Luminosity, man. Just beautiful coming out. FireEye did try. Those are a lot of clutch shots coming out from that tour de force. Because of that, he still has some money to play with, and he will be able to drop his friends here for another round for Fortes before they give up this match point.
Again, remember, during this round, if they lose this, they won't have any more things to work with. At least Brodo and Firelight wouldn't have any guns onto the next round. So it's really going to be crucial for them to get the win here. Or that happens, at least 3 of their members have some guns. So that is really what they're going for here for the side of Fortes with Luminosity. So they're going for the baits, trying to buy some time. Again, they might go for another bait here. Without the Tour de Force, it would be easier to push the C side.
They do have a lot more ultimates to play with. Especially these are big ultimates they can play with for Luminosity side. Is the Rolling Thunder and the Hunter's Fury. Fortes, all they've got is the lockdown and the counter Hunter's Fury as well. Here comes a push coming out. Really quick for the C side. Fortes Bueno, they are giving it up. They are playing for this retake.
What?
Speaking of retake, winner 2K gets a nice lurk kill into Proto. Here comes a shock dart once more, but they move the spike plant elsewhere.
What was that vision from Winner 2K? But Fortes got 2 kills for their own, so this is going to be an easier first for their side. But remember, they still have some ultimates to work with. The Rolling Thunder, they just need to back away. That is going to be the timing that they need here. But Estia gets a kill of his own. The last one standing, the headshots for Fuzakin was at least able to secure them the round.
Yes, immediately lockdown was used, especially once they found out the breach was fallen. Secures them the round, so it's going to be one more round for Fortes Bueno. 11-7 is the score line. Luminosity, they still have a bank to play with. Fortes, they're still building up their own. Let's see what kind of momentum they can push up here, because they need more rounds to try and push it to maybe an overtime or keep Luminosity down to that 11. The 11 curse.
Yeah, remember they had the ultimate a while ago though on the side of Luminosity, but because they fell down, Vicky's and Savai, they weren't even able to utilize it. Remember, they also would have the Cosmic Divide here later on, so they just need to weave in and out, or rather layer this ultimates for them to win the next 2 rounds. That is, as you said, it's a curse, but if they just use those ultimates smartly, they might be able to win this already.
Fuzakin with a recon bolt's gonna almost spot. There it is. There's the spot. 2 members make that 3. Luminosity side on the C side, so they're opting a little more weight over on the C side, but they have to be careful. Remember, Winner 2K is the man holding down this lurk side. He's got the sight for camera, just waiting to see if someone push out. Here comes the Cosmic Divide and the Hunter's Fury being used, pushing it up. It's all down to Huber holding down this side. He's gonna get Rolling Thunder down, so he's gonna get spotted. Blast as well. He will fall. Luminosity gets the C side, but Fuzakin has the Hunter's Fury play. Gets one. Winner 2K once again with that lurk takes out Proto. So now the garage has been cleared up. Still an advantage for Luminosity. Let's see what they can do here.
Oh no, the timing of the Cosmic Divide was enough for them to get the 2 kills. Oh, that's unfortunate for Luminosity. Now it's down for 2 for 2. A while ago, it was big advantage for themselves still. Now with that, it's kind of close. Might lose here though for the side of Luminosity.
One enemy
Garage, but the
remaining.
timing from Estia was just uncanny, and they were able to get the kill there. Last 2 versus 1. They could just go for C long if they want to win this, but Fuzakin, remember, he was able to clutch up the rounds a while ago. Now with 2 members waiting for him, he's just gonna get killed.
Unfortunately, Estia had the Blaze Storm ready, so even if he jump peeks out there, he still has the accuracy to play with, especially since you've just got one guy sitting on the defuse, a stand sitting duck in the middle of nowhere. So with that, it will be the clutch for Luminosity, and it's the match point for them. So it's now the pressure cooker for Fortes Bueno. Remember, these are just best of ones. Whoever falls here will not be able to advance throughout the weekly tournament 100 USD prize pool. Winner takes all.
Yeah, they need to do this a bit slowly for the side of Fuzakin, because it's kind of crucial for them to at least win this for this next round, because it's the last round, remember. So Firelight needs to pop off during this round. I mean, he has been popping off since a while ago. I think he's really hyped up right now. If he would be able to get the kills, even with the Sheriffs onto Fuzakin and Huber, it just need Firelight to get that Tour de Force. If ever he gets it, he could make boundaries with that one.
He can make some magic happen as they push up into this A side. The ultimate orb is there, but still they are passing away. The Killjoy toys are holding out here. The All Zone has been spotted, as well as the Nebula Stars. A lot of them being used and committed as well. Cosmic Divide being used for the defense, and the Killjoy Nanoswarms, he just slowed them down. Firelights out there, he popped out. It's Estia looking for him. He won't be able to find him the back, but he gets the reload in, but Carol's there to give him some cover. And Vicky's as well. They have entered this side. Only 2 members left for Fortes Bueno. They tried their best to slow it down. It kind of worked out, but Luminosity has gotten the upper hand. It's a 2v4. Let's see what they can do.
Really unfortunate for Fortes. They tried their best to hold their ground there, but Firelight, it wasn't enough because everybody's there to cover for themselves. This is gonna be, oh no, this is gonna be really unfortunate for the side of Fortes, but look at this. Pushing for more though. Fuzakin and Huber get some kills from their own. They were able to get the
Last
headshots,
player
slowing down. Save by was able to cancel them down, but Muzak and remember, there's a 2v1. That was almost a win,
Attackers
but
win.
Luminosity reigns supreme in the end, and that was a great win for their side.
Yeah, a very nice try coming out for Fortes Bueno. They had their own strats coming out for that defense, pushing it
Yeah.
up their own, but Luminosity just had so much more coming out from the strat. But they've gotten the read as well from Fortes Bueno. They know how to play against them, and with that, they were able to play it again. Even in their defensive side for Luminosity, they were pushing up a lot for map control, which is what you want to do as a defender on Haven, because you need to know where these players will be holding up. And with
Yeah.
that, they get the win, 13-7. That's a first best of one of our tournament here. Congratulations to Luminosity eSports.
Yeah.
They will be advancing to the upcoming days.
Yeah, and again, that was honestly a really good play from Luminosity. They slowed it down, tried to set up some traps for themselves so that they would be able to get that last round really fast. The rush from the last part wasn't really expected from Fortes because during the whole match, Luminosity has been playing it real slow. And that's why during that last one, they were gotten into the trap. They fell to the pit hole that they were building since a while ago. Now, again, congratulations, as Gen said. Now they're heading to the semifinals. We still have 3 more teams to wait for today. But before we head into that, we'd just like to thank Cyberport and Vertigear for this tournament. And again, anything else to say?
Yeah, nothing more. Enough said. We'll be coming back after this break.